Let's talk about who is ultimately responsible for war, because that's what this entire conversation is about. This schmuck, Zohran Mamdani, who has never met a terrorist he did not like, wants you to believe that Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal. No. Yahya Sinwar is a war criminal. Hassan Nasrallah is a war criminal. Ismail Haniyeh is a war criminal. Ayatollah Khamenei is a war criminal. Those are the people who are responsible for wars. And guess what? Many Palestinians are war criminals as well. Because October 7th was a genocide, an act done to eradicate a people in whole or in part because of their nationality and because of their religion. The literal definition of genocide. 6,000 Palestinians, 2,000 of whom we would consider civilians, engaged in that act of genocide on October 7th. That was genocide. Everything since then is simply justice. You do not go and you do not murder civilians. You do not go and kidnap babies and Holocaust survivors and call that an act of resistance, which is why you, Zohran Mamdani, use the number 73,000, because you don't see yourself a distinction between Palestinian terrorists and Palestinian civilians. It's the same way that those Palestinians who are wearing press vests, the majority of whom were actual honest-to-goodness terrorists, commit war crimes every time they do it. It's why Mohammad Sinwar was killed while hiding in a bunker underneath a hospital. That was a war crime. So fucking spare me, Zohran Mamdani, because you are more than happy with both war criminals and war crimes so long as the victims are Jews and Israelis. That's you. You want to talk about the money that the United States gives to Israel that Israel then uses in order to bomb Palestinians with the most, by the way, precision bombing campaign in the history of the world? You want to talk about that money? I would rather talk about the money that the United States and the rest of the world gives to the UNRWA, which then indoctrinates and propagandizes children, Palestinian children, so that they strive for martyrdom and the ability to murder Jews and Israelis. That is why we have wars. So you want to go off and you want to say that Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal? Yo, you're the one who supports war criminals and war crimes. You're the one who gets upset when Israel brings justice to those who commit war crimes. So shut your fucking smarmy ass mouth and actually do something good for a change, as opposed to what you always do, which is push Jew hatred from a pulpit. This is the Red, White, and Blue Jew, aka Jake Donnelly, saying until next time, folks, see ya, and Am Yisrael Chai.